Hi everyone, this is CJ. I'm chilling right now at Lakeshore and I'm with KB, the crazy guy. And we're gonna get inside his brain and just see how he comes up with his genius. Music and beats for us to live by. Alright, so KB, why are we here right now? We're at Lakeshore, it's cold. I think I need mittens. I don't know what's up.
That's interesting that you asked that. First, shalom. Gotta give thanks and praise to the Most High. So, shalom for a great day that we're here. And why we're here is because this is my place of where I like to get away from the natural, well, not the natural, but the materialistic things of the world that distract me from my relationship with the Most High. So when I usually come down here, I usually talk to the Most High, Father Yah, give him all thanks and praise and just reason, get a lot of creativity, a lot of energy that's in this atmosphere, because everything is just natural here. There's natural energy, it's not corrupted.
Okay.
So for me, I'll just speak for myself that I'm inspired here because just how the layout is, just of the natural sounds that I can hear and incorporate that to my music.
Okay.
So it's a good feeling and I love it.
So what influences you, KB? I mean, I know we're here and this is where your creativity comes from, but what influences you into your music and makes you do what you do?
For me, I'm just all about positivity,
okay.
Progression, and seeing people succeed, because a lot of people are just living way too depressed, way too down in the dumps, and they need to come out of that, because life is only getting more difficult, so you need to grow stronger, smarter, and be prepared for the unexpected. So that's what drives me to come here, to go back into the world and do exactly as I said, to make a difference.
And how do you judge that success? Like, is there a level that you judge it at? Is there someone in the music industry that you look at and you say, you know what, when I get to that level, that's when I'm successful?
I think majority of, don't get me wrong, there is musicians out there that are doing it for for righteous reasons, but I think the majority are just, they're too caught up into the fame, they're too caught up into the glamour aspect of what they define as success, and they program that, they cater that to the general public and musicians on the come up. But as of looking at as a musician, I would probably say people might disagree, but I'll probably say DMX, because he's not afraid to go on camera and he's not afraid to go on camera and tell the whole world that, you know what, I've done this, I've done that, I smoke crack and all of that, just being real, being himself, and trying to make a difference, fighting the evil spirit, fighting the battle that he's been fighting for years upon years.
Right.
So like a musician like him, I can relate to, because he's not sugarcoating enough, and he's being 100% real about it. Success for me is what you define it as. So my success is basically making a difference, seeing someone or them just coming up to me on the street and being like, you know what, thank you, Mr. KB, the crazy guy, you really helped me, that right there will make my day, will make my week, will make my month, because that just shows me that I am making a difference in the world.
Okay.
So that's what I define success as for me. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not living for myself, I'm living for the greater good. I'm living for the Most High's purpose. So his purpose for my life, wherever he wants to take me and make a difference in changing people's life, then I'll do that. And that's why he blessed me with the musical ability to talk to people on a universal language, a universal level that, a lot of people will not understand unless they hear my music. So
you think you can do all of this change with music? music with your beats, with your words, with your production, you really think that you have the ability to move forward with that?
Most definitely. I do believe that. I do believe that with all my heart. Music is a very, very powerful tool that a lot of people don't understand to the fullest. A lot of people don't understand it, and they use it for a paycheck to destroy people instead of using it to motivate people. Okay. So that's where substance comes in with music, the nutrients of music, just like how you like your mango juice, your coconut juice, you know, like fruits and all of that. That's what I want to put into my music.
Okay.
Put the fruits where people can enjoy, healing for the soul, healing for the mind, and they'll hear that with, the records that are coming out, the music that's coming out. Because I only want to work with righteous people, people that don't have substance in their music. Like, there's just no point, I'm not going to do it for a paycheck. It doesn't make sense anymore.
So why music? What draw you to music, or did music call you? Like, why?
I think music's been in there from, if you want to take it back from our ancestors, that's all they were about, just music, like music has been on the face of this planet since the beginning of time itself. It's an ability that selected few have to really to communicate with. A lot of people have the ability, but selected people that are using it for the greater good to communicate with people. Music kept me out of trouble, kept me main thing, it kept me out of trouble. It kept me to focus on something productive, even though a lot of people didn't believe me, a lot of people did shady things, a lot of people were disloyal. I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but music has just kept me focused on something that is just, I can't even fathom with words itself. It's all about the feeling. Like, when you hear it, when you're jamming to it, there's not one day that goes by that I must hear music, I must hear music to function. It's like eating, you need to eat every day. So that's how I am in music. I believe that, I was created to make music all for the greater good, and, I'm just going to move forward and make it happen.
So you would say music is a vital substance to your existence?
Very, very vital substance, That's like, how would I say, that's like, where's the rice? You got rice, but you need chicken. You can't eat rice by itself. You need some kind of topping on it, So that's like I'm the rice, and music is the chicken on top of it. People are probably gonna laugh at it, but I'm just throwing an example out there, So,
no, definitely. That's an awesome example. Absolutely awesome. I totally get it. So now tell me, because I'm very interested in knowing, how do you create your beats? Like, how do you make your beats?
That's a very, very interesting question. Hallelujah to that. How I make my beats, like I said, it's all off the inspiration. It's all off the ideas of creativity, that I've been blessed with. But instead of talking about it, maybe I can just show you how the process takes place.
Very cool. To the lab.